Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker, and may I start by congratulating you on your successful election. And can I congratulate honourable members on discharging their responsibilities and delivering their maiden speeches, particularly my honourable friend for Nahela Nananya. I'm sure he will correct my pronunciation later and give me some robust feedback.
Nice try.
I also welcome to the front bench the honourable member for Rutherglen in his capacity as Energy Minister. It is timely that I undertake my maiden speech on a day we discuss how Scotland might shape the energy needs of these islands for many decades to come. I would like to start by paying tribute and expressing my thanks to my predecessor, Chris Stevens, for his dedicated service to our community over the last 9 years. His commitment to social justice and workers' rights was inspirational and will leave a lasting impact. I'm particularly thankful to him for his advice and counsel during the handover process that is currently taking place. Glasgow South West is in fact a synthesis of many different communities, each with recurring contributions to the 850-year-old second city of Empire. If you'll allow me, Madam Deputy Speaker, I will now take you through a short synopsis of the place where I live, work and play. We start in Darnley, Deacon's Bank and Pollock, much of it occupying the old Pollock estate, the laird of whom was a member of this place, Sir John Stirling Maxwell, and who founded the National Trust in 1931. In more recent times, these areas have demonstrated the transformative possibilities of the cooperative spirit through the Rosehill Housing Cooperative and the Pollock Credit Union. Moving north, the ruins of Crookston Castle come into view. Built by the Stuarts of Darnley in the 1400s, it is the only medieval castle standing in Glasgow and possibly where Mary Queen of Scots may have been betrothed to Lord Darnley. It remains an underutilised community asset, but I commend my friends of Crookston Castle for their efforts in bringing this space back into the service of the people of Glasgow. A short distance from here, we have the wonderful communities of Moss Park, Dumbreck and Cardonald, nestled between the great expanse of Bellahouston Park, which has played host to numerous music concerts, papal visits and the World Empire exhibition of 1938. As we head further north, we come to Ibrox, synonymous with Rangers Football Club. Now, I must stress, Madam Deputy Speaker, other Glasgow football clubs are also available. And my honourable friends, the members for Glasgow North and Glasgow East, can take you for a tour around them. Govan is also the birthplace of Sir Alex Ferguson, a footballing legend, but also someone who is a friend to members on these benches and has given often wise counsel to my party. It is also the location of the Queen Elizabeth University Hospital, formerly known as the Southern General, one of Britain's largest hospitals, and the place where I honed my skills in surgery and practice as a transplant surgeon. My research leads me to conclude, Madam Deputy Speaker, that I am the first transplant surgeon to be elected to this place. Yeah. Govan's shipyard history is, of course, world famous, and the Fairfield Heritage and Govan Workspace trusts have brought this to life. But more importantly, it continues to serve the defence of our realm even in the modern day and be part of Glasgow South West's story. With BAE Systems and Tallies, alongside fintech and medtech companies such as Barclays and Cohesion Medical, as well as award-winning TV and film companies such as Firecrest Films, we can see the kind of high-quality jobs that are available in the future to local people. And these are the kind of jobs that I want to grow as part of this Labour government. As we head towards the edge of the constituency, we find the BBC Scotland headquarters. The BBC has an important function in the fabric of our national life, Madam Deputy Speaker. Yeah. Not only to inform, to educate and to entertain, but also as a beacon of our soft power on the world stage, something I wholeheartedly support. But just as national broadcasting is important, so is the local, and nothing encapsulates this better in Glasgow South West than sunny Govan radio station, They provide an eclectic mix of music, but also, more importantly, sobering stories and a source of comfort to some of the challenges in our community. We end our journey of Glasgow South West in Pollokshiels, an area my honourable friend, the member for Brent North, knows well. West. A true melting pot of cultures and ideas, and the place where my father's own one-month road journey from Pakistan ended in April 1963. He would go on from there to drive buses in the city, and then black cabs. And he is in his 80s, and he still does. But in this undergrowth of this rich history and potential, there are some worrying signals. There is the weariness of working ever faster and longer just to stay still. The anxiety of wondering how secure that work is. And the trepidation at the end of the day of work that you may not be able to pay for the essentials and even for the odd treats that make life so worthwhile. It is against this backdrop that we on these benches were sent to this place to make the economy work for working people. And to restore the intergenerational covenant that the lives of those generations after us will be better in every sense than our own. Politics, for me, Madam Deputy Speaker, isn't therefore about the indulgent combative tweet or even the theatrical amendment. It is about seeing the world through the long lens, to have the stamina for the diligent analysis, the patience to articulate policy, and then, when in power, the discipline to deliver the enduring change. That has always been the Labour way. Every member elected to this place recognises it for the singular honour that it truly is. But, Madam Deputy Speaker, it also takes a village to be elected to this place. That includes, of course, the tireless staff and activists who are in many ways the DNA of our democracy. But there are also, for all of us, those who shaped our lives and now shape our politics. When I reflect back, I of course think of my parents and my extended family, who from the cradle of a Govanhill tenement instilled in me the raw ingredients to do my utmost in every walk of life. My teachers, my mentors, who moulded those ingredients into the art and craft of a widely practiced surgical career. And my wife and children, who keep me connected to the earth and in contact with reality, particularly when it is much needed. But out of them all, I think of my maternal aunt, Matloob Muhammad, and she stands out. She had no children of her own and considered us her children. She was taken, like too many in our Labour family, and also my father-in-law Tony, by glioblastoma in 1997. Her patient journey through our NHS inspired me to become a doctor and then a surgeon. But it was also her that in many ways inspired my political journey. She quite inadvertently, for the first time, introduced me to this place 29 years ago when we found ourselves, after queuing inside the Strangers' Gallery, watching a combative leader of the opposition by the name of Blair taking on the then Prime Minister. If she were here today, in that gallery, she could not have failed to notice the changes in the makeup of this Parliament, reflecting back up at her over those last 29 years. Madam Deputy Speaker, we have, of course, our challenges in modern Britain, but I believe it is important to be unashamedly proud of the fact that we are demonstrably the most successfully diverse ethno-religious legislature in the world. Yeah. In these volatile times, I believe the world looks to us in this place, the mother of parliaments, for guidance and for solace that democracy can still deliver. And I am confident it will. Thank you. Yeah.